Okay. Hello, let's go YouTube. We are playing, I skipped a couple of steps there. Hello, everyone, go to YouTube. This is Cry Havoc, and we're playing Titan's Quest 2. It's the old, well, I'm 30. I didn't really plan on, like, showing it. It's kind of an old, kind of like Diablo clone. But it's supposed to be, it was originally set up to be more of a Greece or Roman-inspired philosophies. Well, not philosophy, but Roman-inspired enemies and things like that. But I got bored, and I've been playing it.
Having no need for weapons.
I just thought, what the fuck? Plus, I kind of have a general, I guess, how do I put this? I'm trying to figure out how to word it correctly without sounding like a complete dick, but at the same time, I don't really give a damn. I've been having a annoying thing I've been noticing in the world. Well, not really the world, but I guess on this thing. That's what they call YouTube. I guess it doesn't help I don't do it enough. So I'm not using this as an excuse to bitch or complain or anything like that, because I don't really do it enough. I mean, like I said, to me, this is like, it's always been a hobby. Pretty much all it's ever gonna be. I don't do this to try to get famous. Hell, I don't really give a fuck about being famous, if you want to be honest. I originally started doing it because I love playing video games, and, you know, if I ended up making something out of it, then, you know, I did. If I didn't, I didn't, you know. But I guess my thing is, I guess I've been watching, well, I've been kind of listening to more dumb shit than probably more aggravating there. And you know what they say, if you don't like it, don't watch it. And that I get. But at the same time, I feel like it's a problem. And I feel like I guess because I'm new here, or not really new, I've been doing it for a little bit, but I'm not really like big, but I don't really try to get big. But I feel like because of me not really being big on YouTube, I can kind of say shit normal people can't. Because everybody has to abide by the rules, or they're worried about their channel getting cut down, and I don't really give a fuck. I mean, if you cut down my channel, I'll just make another one. But I have been kind of noticing, like, I guess the biggest one I want to start with, kind of like on a little bit of a mini rant, is like, how does channels like I'm trying to think of the name. I'm horrible with names. My brain doesn't want to work properly, so LTG. Channels like LTG continue to exist. You know, he is one of the most racist fucking channels I've ever goddamn seen. And every one of his channels, all his streams are full of his dick riders, because if you have any kind of opinion on your own, he instantly gets rid of you. And it's like, how the fuck does that exist? Because I bet you right now, $5 and a box of donuts, if he wasn't black, his channel would have been canceled a long motherfucking time ago. It's just one of those things that's always, and not only is he like horribly racist, he's horribly homophobic against everybody who wants to talk shit to him because he thinks he's fucking gorgeous, which, I'm sorry, coming from a dude that's kind of interested in dudes but never been with one, he's not that good looking. I mean, he's average. You know, I'm just putting it out there. I'm just like, how the fuck does channels like that exist? Or continue to exist? And I know a lot of the time, most of the reason those channels exist is because he's a fucking locale now, and everybody watches him just to watch him lose his fucking mind, which, that I get, but at the same time, it's like, how are you that fucking stupid you don't realize you're a fucking joke? It's like, you're a joke of a fucking creator, and you're a joke of a fucking person. Now, again, I come into this later in the aspect. Originally, when I first saw him, I didn't even know he was a pro game player, but a pro fighting game player. But at the same time, that means little to me. If you're a shit person, you're a shit person. I don't give a fuck. You could be fucking God, and if you're a shit person, I'm gonna call you a shit person. Sorry, that's just how I fucking see it. And I'm just, it's one of those things that hurts my head. I used to listen to things about him because I've never heard about him before. But after all his annoyances, I'm sorry, if I wanted to listen to someone scream the N-word 24/7, I mean, I could go listen to my uncles. Sorry. It is what it is. And I'm not, don't get it wrong. It's not, oh, white man versus black man. No, I don't give a fuck he's black. I give a fuck that he's a racist piece of shit. And I don't want to listen to anyone's mouth about, oh, you can't be racist, you're black. Bullshit. That's a goddamn lie. You can be as racist as anyone. Hell, you could be Hispanic, you could be Asian, you could be whatever. You could still be racist to another race. Your skin, just because you are a certain skin color does not make you not a racist. You're still a piece of shit. You're just taking the moral high ground because you feel like you deserve it, or it makes you feel better about yourself, but you're still a piece of shit. Just accept you're a piece of shit. And be done with it. I've always hated people. That's why I don't deal with people. Because everyone's gotta have this like moral superiority. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not any better than the next fucker. But at the same time, I don't act like I'm better. And obviously, if anyone's ever seen me play Mortal Kombat or Marvel vs. Capcom, I'm not good at it. I'm going to tell you right now, fighting games, I used to be kind of a fighting game player, but I was never like a professional player. I just played them for the fun of it. And then I started working and having a life, and then I realized fighting games take up a large amount of fucking time. And I kind of don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, unless you're a really good video game player, a fighting game player, which I'm not, they take way too much time to learn and to get good at, and then if you're going to take them online, it's kind of a constant like uphill battle of, you have to constantly play the character. If you ever stop playing the character or stop playing the game for a long period of time, you get rusty, and then you get ran over by people who have never stopped playing the fucking game. And it's not that's not an excuse. I just don't I don't jihad with that because I mean I have a life. Not saying other fighting game professionals don't, but you know, I mean, hell, I'm not trying to put anyone else down. I'm just saying. And then there's another annoying little bastard that's kind of got more popularity, but that's just because he literally is a fucking clown. And he's too goddamn pathetic to realize he's a fucking clown. Which is kind of sad in its own right, but at the same time, like I said, if you're a piece of shit, I'm gonna call you a piece of shit. I'm sure everyone, if they wanted to know who this bastard is by now, I'm sure they've seen him, but goes by the name fun.As, who happens to be one of the newest, biggest piece of shits I found in this aspect of space. And again, he is just a literal individual that people just hop on just to watch him lose his shit because he's so goddamn pathetic. And I don't know. I think people, I'm not trying to say that they shouldn't have things, but at the same time, I don't feel like certain scrutinies I don't feel like certain things are being held up to certain scrutinies if it was others. And maybe it's because people ignore him. I mean, I can't really see why you would. When you got a piece of shit like that, the only way you can really do is ignore them because they feed off attention, but at the same time, if you're trying to spread, the word and messages about the individual to keep other people safe from him, then at the same time, you're also feeding that, you're pretty much feeding that cycle of them feeding off the attention that they get from being spoke about or talked about. And yes, there's a bunch of other allegations about fun.As, and obviously, but I don't know enough about him to give a fuck. I just know, based on him being a person, he's a piece of shit. He's the epitome of a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit that had a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit that took a piece of shit. He's that piece of shit. If you looked up garbage in the dictionary, you would see his mugshot.
A Taoist mage of the mage's peaceful.
And I don't know, to me, it just, I don't know, I watch channels that deal with him, but at the same time, I do not watch his personal. I know there's a lot of people that believe in the idea of hate watching, but...
Oh, very good. Come, stranger. We have some good things for you today.
I'm good with that shit. I'm very good with that shit. I don't go hate watch other people's channels because I don't really want to hear your voice to begin with. So why the fuck would I want to go to watch your channel? It's just one of those things. I just feel like, I don't know, being an attention whore seems to be the only way to continue to exist in this world. You can't be a normal person. You have to be some kind of puppet to dance on people's strings, dance to people's tunes, and I'm sorry, I've never been no one's puppet. There's another one, but he's just a fucking crybaby. I guess technically all of them are crybabies. The next one I was going to go would have been Darkside Phil, DPS, Darkside Phil, but he's just a fucking crybaby. That's all he fucking is. Just a fucking whiner. I guess it's just one of those things I've never understood, how garbage continues to function in this world like it does. But technically, if you ask my personal opinion, Sixth Anarchy is just like another fucking LGT. They literally are literally do the same fucking bullshit. It's just, I don't know, it just feels like one of those things. It's just one of those things to me. It just feels like the type of bullshit this world, you deal with this world, just seems to be mass producing.
For ages, my ancestors have been laid to rest in a if you would cleanse the game.
And it's just one of those things like, I guess if you're kind of a normal individual, you either ignore or go or would try not to deal with garbage, but at the same time I don't deal with garbage. I just watch it from a distance and watch it burn, because I mean that's the only thing you can do with garbage. They burn themselves out eventually. No, I was watching, again, like I said, I watched a lot of YouTube about, just had shit pulled up, and there was shit about these people, and I just, ooh, what did I get? Oh, okay, I've already got one of those. I've already had one of those, but the bow I got's better. And I don't know, to me that's just, and then of course, obviously, again, like I said, there's a bunch of fucking allegations, but none of it is set in stone. If it is true and the individual that is having those problems is what they say he is, he's an even bigger piece of shit, and that would be Sixth Anarchy, and everyone kind of goes out of the way to say he's a pedo. And there's one thing in this world, well, there's three things in this world I can't stand. One's a liar, one's a thief, and one's a pedophile. If you ask me, if you are the liar can exist. A thief, I don't like them, but they can exist. But if you're a pedo, I think you should be dead. No ifs, ands, or buts, death. In the cruelest and harshest way possible. Because if you're a type of son of a bitch that's gonna harm a child, you're a type of son of a bitch who doesn't need to be on this goddamn planet. And no, I don't have children. And no, I'm not entirely wanting children, and neither does my partner. But at the same time, I don't, just because I don't have them and just because I'm not exactly the biggest child person does not mean I want to see them harmed. I'm going to tell you right now, I come from a family of 7, and I'm the oldest. So when it comes down to that, I have been defending people that are littler than me and younger than me my whole fucking life. So I guess when I see the idea of someone bigger than them picking on someone smaller than them, it kind of pisses me off. And then at the same time, it's also the whole... Since I've been protecting things my whole life, I see things like that, and I'm like, hey, you need to be protected. Not told that this type of, not told that this is a sexuality choice. And I'm sorry, the first motherfucker that comes up with that needed to burn, like, in a fire, in a dumpster fire, for all I care, because that's horrible. Anyone who wants to look at someone else and go, "Oh, being a pedophile is a sexual choice," is not a motherfucker that I want living on this planet. Also, I'm gonna put this out there. Yes, I use the word pedophile. I don't use groomer. I don't use predator. You're a goddamn pedo. Let's call a spade a spade. I'm not gonna sit here and beat around the goddamn bush. If you're a damn pedo, you're a damn pedo. You're not a predator. You're not a groomer. You're a goddamn pedo. And I'm sorry if that's upsetting to soft fuckwits in the world, but that's what you fucking are. Ooh, what's that? Oh, there it is. God, I don't think I have enough of that. It'd be cool if I did, though. But yes, that is how I see it. Now, just because that's the way I see it doesn't mean I am right or that's how it should be. But if the world was fair, which it's not, it's very much not. I am not delusional in any aspect of reality. I know better. It is not nice, it is not kind, and it is not fair. If it was fair, we wouldn't have pieces of shit on this planet or this platform that get away with what they get away with. And I know, like I said, some people are not going to appreciate my philosophy on things. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck what you think. Because at the end of the day, a pedo only tries to protect a pedo.
You can't carry anymore.
And that's all there is to it on that one. Like I said, don't like it, that's your problem, not mine. Oh, I see it. My philosophy is not up for debate.
Do not carry your house on your shoulders.
So, end of the day. Sorry for you, but go fuck yourself.
I
have never been one to cater to the demands and the stupidity of others.
Long life.
And if anyone does hear it, and you guys agree with me, leave a comment, leave a like, things, normal things. Subscribe if you want to hear more about my stupidity. Most people would probably call it stupidity, but like I said, if you don't like it, I have nothing to say to you, so. Or the bleeding heart crybabies of the world. Oh, you can't, they're people. No, the fuck they're not. No, you're not a person. You're a bastard.
Noble warrior, may fortune bring you long life.
And I'm so tired of the world protecting these kind of people. The world is overran by garbage. And it only gets worse day by day. Yeah, I got blasted. Yeah, my character really doesn't do well against magic. But yeah, so that's pretty much my little rant out of the way. It's just one of those things, like, I'm not a like a drama channel, and I'm not even a channel probably people would listen to, like, regardless. You know, I hold no delusions of grandeur. But at the same time, this is technically my channel. I can put whatever the fuck I want up. I'm not making money off YouTube. I'm not affiliated with any of their shenaniganery. I'm not going to go out of my way to disrespect their TOS, but at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm going to hold my tongue when it comes down to people and their fucking stupid ass bullshit. And before anyone just starts whining, they'll start whining to me about having mental health issues, because, bitch, everybody's got mental health issues. Get over your fucking self. Your mental health struggles are not my concern, nor are they my problem, nor do I give a flying fuck the nearest goddamn duck pond. So you start telling me that shit, I'm just gonna laugh in your fucking face. Because I don't care. Usually I don't like to go into raising more trouble than necessary, but at the same time, sometimes you must stand for what you believe in. And at this point in time, the only thing I have seen lately has been coming from this world is shit on top of shit on top of shit on top of shit. And nobody wants to call no one wants to call the spade a spade. So you don't want to call it like it is. I'll call it like it is. Fuck. I went to heal and he killed me before I could. God damn, it put me all the way back here. Everything should still be dead, so I should be able to just make a hop, just a straight run there. But you know, Anyone who's seen these know how they go. But that's just my, I don't know, my feelings on that. I have never been one to shy away, nor have I ever been one to not stand for what I believe in. And I am tired of people catering or having to be nice to garbage because it upsets somebody else. Get over your fucking self and move on with your life.
You have no more room. You can't carry anymore.
Damn, I'm out of room already? Oh. Okay. That's why I couldn't wear it. But it's better than what I got, so. Damn, that's a lot better than what I got. But yes, that is how I don't know, maybe my view is very single-minded, but at the same time, the more we keep having to play nice, the more that garbage continues to fester.
You have no more room.
Why, yes, stranger. You are now on Shiyun Mountain. This path does lead to the mountain.
And if you do, and if anyone does like very old school, Doom inspired, not Doom, but Diablo. Did I say Doom at the start? If I did, I meant Diablo. I'm a fucking dumbass. It's a very good game. It's kind of laid back, kind of do whatever the fuck you want to do. It's a very good time. And you can play it online with others. Or you can do split screen with others. Whatever the fuck you want to do at that point in time. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that's heard about this, and I'm sure it's old. I mean, when I got it, it was like on a sale for like $2, I think. So I've been just playing the hell out of it.
You have no more room.
But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I got that off my chest a little bit. Something I've been I guess I've been wanting to do, even though I know it serves no point or purpose. Because at the end of the day, garbage is still going to do garbage is going to do what garbage wants.
Yes, then?
fuck it, I'm not
Don't
gonna
try
wear
to
it.
follow you.
But yes, that is my thing there. But if you guys have another, well, actually, technically, if you guys had another point of view based on different from mine, you guys probably aren't going to state it to me without causing some sort of unnecessarily ugly, aggressive argument, because you can't have an opinion that's different from someone else's without it turning into a full-blown "I'm right, you're wrong" moral high ground kind of thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying that my point of view is correct. But what I am saying is that what I am saying is that's how I feel about it. Now, at the end of the day, yes, people like that are people too. But at the same time, do you really want those kind of people in the world? You know, I like I said, I don't have kids, but I don't. And I know people that do have kids would feel better off if people like that did not continue to exist or function. But at the same time, there's not much the normal person can do about it. Especially with people trying to make pedophilia okay. They're trying to make it okay in the normal world, to make it a normal thing, and oh yeah, that's a whole nother motherfucking kettle of fish. Like I said, a pedophile protects a pedophile. If you're trying to say pedophilia is okay, that means you're a closeted one yourself. End of story. If you're trying to agree that pedophilia is okay, then, you know, I call it like a season. You call a spade a spade. And yes, people can try to bitch that I don't have children, so I don't have a say in it. But at the end of the day, you don't have to have something to know it's wrong. You don't have to know that what people are doing to know it's not a good thing for the world. Because with that being a slippery slope, that opens another kettle of fish to what else are they going to try to make? Normalize that's obviously not something that we should normalize to begin with. Yeah, I figured I wasn't going to be able to wear it.
Worthy traveler, welcome. From here I contemplate our mortal world. Thus ever clear and seeing, I was aware of your progress and awaited your arrival.
But yeah, like I said, a lot of people will not believe or will not want to hear what that had to say. But at the same time, I felt like someone had to fucking say it. Whether it be on here, on TikTok, on Kick, whatever. Since a lot of where the most whiny bastards are on TikTok, so that's why I don't have a fucking TikTok. Because it's having that is just more pain in the ass than it is anything else. Even though a lot of people watch it, and if you're going to do something, that would be the the thing to go out and do it on, because you get a lot of free publicity that way. But at the same time, I think I'm good. I don't need publicity. And usually I am very much for the aspect of keep your nose in your own lane, but at the same time. At some time, when you keep your head down and your nose to yourself, eventually It just makes it feel like the individuals that are doing something they shouldn't be doing are getting away with it. And before anybody bitches, no, it's not an idea of attacking one larger than oneself to get people's attention. I couldn't give a fuck less if I got attention or not. I like playing games and I like streaming. So that's what I do. No, I was saying in the past I've made more than one or two aggravated videos for things not going the way I wanted, but at the same time, those were also other outside benefiting factors to make things like that more aggravating than they needed to be, so. It's a throwing knife. Ow. Bastard. Yeah. But yes. So. At the end of the day, I guess it's more just food for thought. Just meant to be more of a thinking aspect there. But yeah, I think I will. I actually need to work on making it where I have a bunch of enchantments for my bow. I need to make it work on making it where I fire faster. But I think on that note, I think I've pretty much said my piece. I was trying to figure out if there's anything else I feel like I needed to say. I just feel like certain things are not being held to certain people are not being held to the same standards as everybody else, and that type of favoritism gets the world nowhere. But if you guys like what you saw, leave a comment. If you guys agreed with me, let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys like what you saw, you can check out my other videos. A lot of my videos are a lot longer in length, so they're more like you could sleep to or just scroll in the background. But I will see you guys in the next